In April 2000, 50 Cent was shot 9 times with a 9mm handgun as he left his grandmother's house in Queens.
This gun's still going on. You jumping around in the backseat of the fucking car and shit. You don't know whether you gonna get up out this bitch or not, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you in the rearview mirror looking at you got a hole in your face. You don't know if you gonna, if that bullet is gonna kill you. Still, when it might not kill you right now while you're on your way to the hospital, but you don't know if it can be removed without killing you.
Murda!
We went down with that cat 50 Cent. We went down with that.
Who?
That cat 50 Cent.
Who? I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what you're talking about.
From adjacent neighborhoods in Queens, the beef between 50 Cent and Ja Rule started in the streets in 1999.
A friend of mine's robbed Ja Rule. And I'm in a club, and I see the nigga, I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm chilling. He see me kicking it with the nigga that robbed him, and he feel like, oh shit, I shouldn't speak to this dude, because I know the kid robbed him, but I know this kid, I grew up with him.
Next, words are exchanged and blows thrown as the two square off in Atlanta.
So yo, 50, what's the definition of a wankster, man? I mean, what is that?
Ja Rule, Irv Gotti. I'll tell you personally, the Murda Inc., the people that you see like Irv, Ja, the people that are involved in the business aspect are bitches. Like these niggas don't got no hood in them.
He's nobody. He's this person. Right, this person we're talking about, he's no one.
That's the whole wankster thing.
Niggas ain't hustlers.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So when you got a nigga that's not a hustler, he becomes a buddy hustler. And what he does is he tries to eat off of other niggas' plates.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? By, you know, mentioning names and saying things.
Come here, give me a kiss, you little faggot.
And then wanting them to chant back. So that's why, you know, when you say the name, I say, who?
That nigga's a sweetheart for real.
I don't know him.
He's a fruit pop for real.
You know, he sells like no record. He's even came out yet. Bleeding is nothing. You make a nigga die breathing and you're saying something.
So 50 Cent and Irv Gotti, old rivals. He posted pictures of the Murda Inc. crew. Everybody talk about he wiped out the whole label. So Irv Gotti got back at 50 Cent by posting paperwork.
And what I'm holding in my hand, I'm gonna leave with you, man, is a order of protection. An order of protection for Irving Lorenzo to stay away from Curtis Jackson. That's 50, y'all. AKA 50, AKA 50, AKA informant, AKA I'm telling.
And wreck.
You understand?
TV.
So I just want everyone to get clear. That little incident we had at the Hit Factory, you know, he tells you about it.
A little stabbing with the butter knife.
Yeah. It was a little altercation.
It was a little altercation.
It wasn't nothing crazy. But you know, I thought it was nothing crazy.
How much do you think of that case was because 50 Cent was sort of amplifying your situation?
But you know, if you talk to me about 50 in this case, I'm gonna say he been talking to the police. He's been talking, and I'm not saying I think he hello? Yeah, this Curtis. I think he does that. He's a very unique individual because here's a guy who starts beef and pretends that he is the bully and the roughest, toughest nigga on the face of the earth, right? Mm-hmm. And then he tells on you. It's like the biggest oxymoron and the biggest mind-fucking trickery to the public. Where, you know, those that don't know think this guy's ill and he's tough. He's fooled the world.
Well, I mean, I remember...
He says, we're pussy. And I'm soft and pussy. But he's the one that got shit done to him. And how we pussy. Like, when you think about that, we're pussy. You the one that got touched.
Yo, what it is, people, we is back. Another day on Keep It G News. Now, before we get in this video, make sure you like, hype, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know that's a lot, but you can do it all in one. In this video, y'all, we talking about Ja Rule, 50 Cent, Murda Inc., G-Unit, y'all. Because this beef has been going on, yo. This might be the longest running beef in hip-hop. Like, literally, y'all, this beef been going on for about 30 years. And to be honest, I understand why. On both sides, you got 50 Cent, who was allegedly shot You know, 9 times. Some people say it was 5. I guess it's debatable, you know, depending on who you ask. And then on the other end, you got Ja Rule in them, who at the time, Ja Rule was at the fucking pinnacle of hip-hop / R&B. And 50 Cent came along and ruined it all. You know, so I get both of those guys or both of those teams animosity and beef with each other, and I understand why it's been going on for so long. But the reason I played y'all them clips in the beginning, for the people that didn't know, unless you could have been living under a rock or something, but what actually went on, y'all? Like, a lot of it went on. You got 50 Cent being shot, 50 Cent been stabbed or black tie stabbed 50 Cent. All of this is all alleged. It's all paperwork. You know, I ain't bringing nothing new to the equation. I don't know nothing new other than what's out. And then not too long ago, you had Ja Rule on stage at a concert. This beef has been going on for about 30 years, y'all. 30 years. Now, if you let Murda Inc. tell it, they say 50 Cent is the police, you know. 50 Cent is the police. It is paperwork where 50 Cent filed an order of protection. You know, some people might consider that snitching. Some people might not. I got my own questions about 50 Cent and how he be moving. I don't think he's a man of integrity. But just yesterday, and the reason for this video is to show y'all there's 2 sides to every story, you know. It's the story that's put out, and then it's the truth. Because the story that was put out about this whole situation, the first story we seen from Uncle Murda and Tony Yayo was that Ja Rule and all of them was on the same flight. Looked like they was in first class. You know, they had the TV. It looked like they was real comfortable on the flight. And those 2 guys bumped into Ja Rule and basically carried them, bitched them, for lack of a better word.
Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane. Trying to punch suck ass up. You fucking suck on
Airplane mode. Federal regulations prohibit the use of cellular networks during flight. The use of Wi-Fi to make video or voice calls.
Niggas made Ja Rule.
Niggas made Ja Rule. Stow your tray table and carry on items.
This is his
Ensure all armrests are in the resting position.
Ja Rule seat.
It's the pillow Ja Rule threw at so.
This way he was sitting before we got him out of here.
Now, this is posted all over the blogs. Last night, 50 Cent posted it. He made fun of it. But, like I said, there's 2 sides to every story. So, in the video that they showed, it looked like they disrespected Ja Rule. Ja Rule was escorted off the flight. Or, it made it look like that they removed Ja Rule from the flight. Like, Ja Rule was so scared that he couldn't even continue flying. But we kind of find out, yo, that's not actually the truth, because TMZ got their hands on some real footage or more footage, and it paints a stark contrast of the footage that 50 Cent posted on his page.
Let's shake. Let's shake. Let's shake. Let's shake. Let's shake.
Now, y'all, you have to have reservation for edited videos. When 50 Cent posted that video and clipped it, where he clipped it at, and then the video picked back up and Ja Rule was off the flight, that's a red flag, you know. I don't like when people do that. If you're going to show the video, show all the video, because it's easy to paint a narrative when you're doing it in clips. And the narrative that 50 Cent tried to paint was, like I said, they disrespected Ja Rule. But that's not what actually happened. What it looked like to me happened is Ja Rule stood on business. And what people should have known off the top was the person who gets escorted off the flight, more than likely, is the aggressor. So when they showed that footage, when Ja Rule told me this is where Ja Rule was sitting at and had the pillow, passing it back and forth, you know, doing everything that they was doing, making fun out the situation, we should have known that Ja Rule had to have been the aggressor, because Ja Rule was the one escorted off the flight. Now, at the end of the day, y'all, this stuff been going on for too long. All of these guys are 50 plus. You know, at the end of the day, y'all, it gets to a point in time you gotta let bygones be bygones. I know feelings was hurt, people was hurt, things was said, careers was lost. I get all of that, but at the end of the day, yo, those guys at that age should not have been reacting like that on that flight. You know, it makes us look bad as a people, as a community. You know, it says that no matter how much money we get, you know, we can't get away from certain, you know, aspects of life or viewing things in a certain manner. But with all that being said, I get it. I just hope and pray that nothing else happens. You know, a little argument back and forth, maybe a little fight. But as long as nobody gets seriously hurt, y'all, we don't need nobody dying. Like, these guys are too old in the game to still even to be fighting. You feel me? At that age, you get in a fight, you fuck around up in the hospital, man. You heard me? You gonna be sore for about 2-3 weeks. Can't get out the bed, fuck around, can't work. You probably can't even drop a 16. Yeah, man. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, man. Where's the whole video? What actually happened? You know, because the video that TMZ posted is still a edited version. And why was Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda recording? It ain't seem like Ja Rule had anything recorded. Yeah, man. Looked like a little clout chasing was going on to me. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. It's another day of Keeping You News. And I'm out.